got to cut a slot in both these pieces along these lines, or between these lines roughly. I won't use the lines as my actual indicators. I will I will indicate off these square ends the appropriate distances. The slot's going to be, anyway, this wide and 3/8 of an inch deep on these two 3/4 inch work pieces. It's only clamped, the work pieces are only clamped, they're two separate work pieces, they're only clamped right now here and here because I wanted to square them up using the straight edge of this little precision vise, which I had indicated parallel to the spindle, or which I'd aligned with the spindle. I'll remove this vise and clamp these ends before I start milling. Little problem in clamping. Clamping on top of this one is okay, but I'm a little concerned about clamping on top of this one. So what I did was found a piece of a stock. Actually, it's a parallel of some kind I inherited from an estate sale that my brother-in-law attended, and plus 9/1000 worth of shims, and that's a nice fit there. I'll clamp on top of that one, clamp on top of that stack without any problem. Something like that. Find 0, y-axis 0, before I cover up that spot with a clamp. I always shut the mill off before I raise the spindle, because in my experience, if the wiggler is still turning and you raise the spindle, it will try to walk over this, walk over the workpiece and damage the wiggler. That'd probably be the first thing to go anyway. Here's a long distance shot of 50,000 inch depth cut. Move the camera way back, even though I've got a UV filter over the lens. I zoomed in. I hope you can see it okay. Nice and rich. We'll run into decided to change course a little bit. Instead of making a full depth cut and then moving over that half inch I need to move over to make it full width and blending in at the bottom, I've decided to stop at the first cut at 300 thousandths depth and take it full width down to that depth and just see if I can blend it in at 300 thousandths, and that way I will know, I'll have some clue of how to do it at 375 thousandths. So here's a 50 thousandths inch cut at the other half inch. It won't be a very dramatic cut, I don't think, because I'm only taking a half inch instead of full width on it anymore. Full width cut. I will bring you back in when I'm ready to blend it in. I'm at 290, sneaking up on 300 thousandths, and I'm fixing to take the 10 thousandths inch cut and just see how close it is to the cut next to it. The adjacent. Well, that looks pretty good. I'll bring the camera in so you can see it. You're going to get bounced around though while I do it, so forgive me. You always have to sigh when you're trying to do something like this. There we go. And I'll take some still photos that show it better and put them into the mix of this YouTube video. So the cutter, give you a better angle here, you can see the edge of the cutter. If it wasn't if it didn't blend in really well, you'd see a line there. I see no line. So that makes me happy. Now we'll go to 375 on both cuts. Well, right at 350 thousandths, my Chinese 1.5 inch end mill decided to bite the dust. I don't know if you can tell, I'll include some close-up stills. So I'm gonna have to switch end mills right at the end. I don't like that. We'll see how it works out.